Now is the time to take risk. You don't have kids. As you get older, your obligations increase. And once you have a family, you start taking risk not just for yourself, but for your family as well. It gets much harder. So I would encourage you to take risks now. Do something bold. You won't regret it.
Chapter 2. Birth of the Internet. 1994 was a momentous year for the tech industry. It was the year World Wide Web was born, aka the Internet. That year, the web became accessible to the public because of the rise of web directories like Yahoo and tools like the Netscape web browser. That same year, Elon Musk just had completed an internship at Pinnacle Research Center, where he learned how ultracapacitors can be used as a revolutionary fuel source in electric and hybrid vehicles. He later even joined Stanford to pursue a doctorate in material science and physics. As the story goes, he dropped out of Stanford just 2 days after joining, as the internet industry looked promising. Elon Musk and his brother realized that the internet is going to be the next big thing and decided to create something on the web. In the beginning, they wanted to build an online network of doctors. But it would take doctors to be interested in joining the internet and uploading their information online. It was 1994, no one liked uploading their personal information on the internet. Soon they both shifted their strategy, something no one else was really thinking about at the time. They realized that small local businesses needed to be online. Elon believed that people should be able to search for nearby restaurants, shops or services on the net, just like we do today. But in 1995, that idea was way ahead of its time. So the Musk brothers formed a company, Global Link Information Network, and later renamed it as Zip2. The idea was good, but the biggest obstacle was making small business owners understand the importance of getting on the internet. There were only a few local business owners in 1995 who understood the internet thing. They did not really see any value in creating a website for their businesses and getting listed on the online listings. So Elon and Kimball hit the streets. They went door to door talking to restaurant owners, clothing shops and hairdressers, trying to convince them that the internet wasn't just a trend, it was the future. This is how Elon tried to explain his concept to people. He used to say, everyone deserved the right to know the location of their closest pizza parlor and the turn-by-turn directions to get there. This idea may seem very ordinary today because now everyone uses Google Maps, but back then in 1995 it was something new.
In 95, it wasn't at all clear that the internet was going to be a big commercial thing. In fact, most of the venture capitalists that I talked to hadn't even heard of the internet, which sounds bizarre.
Elon's father gave them $28,000 to set things up. They rented an office in Palo Alto. Elon was a self-taught coder, therefore he did all the coding behind the service himself. Immediately after starting the service, Elon struck an impressive deal with Navteq, a company that spent millions of dollars on creating digital maps. Navteq provided maps to Elon's Zip2 for free. Zip2 may have been a go-go internet enterprise, but it required old-fashioned door-to-door salesmanship to make people understand the benefits of getting their business online, and in addition making them pay for it. Therefore, both brothers organized a team and had them go door-to-door to collect information about businesses. Then Zip2 introduced premium listings or sponsorships. Whoever pays gets on top of the list of their directory. Every day, sales team returned back to the office empty-handed, but Elon did not give up. Elon rarely left the office. He was completely focused, coding day and night, constantly adding new features to improve the service. His dedication was intense, almost obsessive, but it paid off. His non-stop work ethic inspired the whole team and kept morale high at the office. Even some investors who visited Zip2 were impressed by the slavish devotion of Elon Musk. In 1996, the venture capital firm Moore Davidow Ventures invested $3 million in Zip2 by looking at their impressive data collection of local businesses. Same year, it underwent a massive change. The company had already built one of the best direction systems on the web and was about to stretch their operations nationwide. For revenue, however, Zip2 shifted its focus altogether to a new thing. Instead of selling the service door to door, they started creating a software package that could be sold to newspapers, and in return, newspapers would help Zip2 in building directories for real estate, auto dealers and classifieds. The newspaper industry was very late to realize how the internet was going to affect their businesses and disrupt the print media altogether. The internet was about to give birth to a new form of media which we call digital media today. Soon after investing in Zip2, venture capitalists pushed Elon into the role of Chief Technology Officer and hired Rich Sorkin as the company's CEO. This was all the same old strategy of venture capitalists, pushing original founders out of the game and gaining complete control over the company. Elon did not resist them. They hired new engineers and rewrote some of the old code written by Musk. Elon did not feel threatened or insecure. He was happy about these changes as they made their service more advanced. Under the slogan "We power the press," Zip2 kept selling software packages to newspapers. The New York Times, Knight Ridder, Hearst Corporation and other media properties signed up for its service. Some of these companies even contributed $50 million in funding for Zip2. Elon, however, wasn't really satisfied with it. He wanted to offer interesting services directly to consumers and encourage small businesses to buy a domain and get their business online. But money kept coming in, and that kept Zip2's board of directors on a very conservative path.
So I thought, well, we've got to make something that's going to return money very, very quickly. So we thought, well, the media industry would need help converting its content from a print media to electronic. And they clearly had money. If we could find a way to help them move their media to the internet, that would be an obvious way of generating revenue. There was no advertising revenue on the internet at the time. And that was really the basis of Zip2. And we ended up building quite a bit of software for the media industry, primarily the print media industry. So we had as investors and customers Hearst Corporation, Knight Ridder.
In April 1998, 2 years after its formation, Zip2 announced a merger with its main competitor, CitySearch, in a deal valued at around $300 million. As CitySearch hid some information from Zip2's board of directors, Elon still wanted to provide good service to the consumers. He asked the board to take down the current CEO and reinstate him as CEO of Zip2. The board declined and Elon even lost his chairman title. In early 1999, Microsoft entered the same market. Due to tough competition from the new players, Zip2 started losing money. But all of a sudden, in the same year, the PC maker Compaq offered to pay $307 million in cash for Zip2. The board accepted the offer and threw a huge party. Elon got $22 million out of this deal. He was now officially a millionaire. This boosted his confidence because now he was no longer some nerdy kid. After his experience at Zip2, Elon understood the importance of controlling the power within his own companies. He would use this lesson when he would enter the finance industry and co-found his next venture.
A year ago, Musk sold his software company, Zip2, which enabled newspapers to publish online for $400 million cash.
Receiving cash is cash. I mean, those are just a large number of Ben Franklins. Back in '95, there weren't very many people on the internet. And certainly nobody was making any money at all. Most people thought the internet was going to be a fad.
The next episode of this series is going to be about how Elon Musk helped in creating the first ever online money transfer service. On this channel, I create documentaries on things that make me curious, from history and personal growth to science, tech and lifestyle. Keep watching The Polymath.